Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am free to play 69. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, I'm back on my free to play account. There is a clan event going on. There's free tanks to be given away. So I am on my account that I need the tanks the most. Like on my main account, I've got loads of tanks. I've had loads of tanks. I'm not too bothered about getting the clan tank or any other tank. I've got enough tanks. However, on my free to play account, I need as many tanks as I possibly can. Now, I do have a video coming soon because I do have a few new tanks on this account. I do have the Ram Panzer and the Kampfpanzer 07RH. Now, I managed to get these for free because, of course, I went to Tankfest and I managed to get a couple of bonus codes. In fact, there was 3 tanks that Wargaming were giving at Tankfest. These 2 and the Super Conqueror. So I did actually sell the Super Conqueror on this account, but then I managed to get it back. And the best thing about them bonus codes is all 3 tanks, you also got the legendary camouflage as well. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I got 3 tanks, a little bit of gold, and you know, it's my free to play account and I managed to at least get some premium tanks. But today we're not looking at premium tanks, we are grinding. Yes, we are grinding up the line because of course we've started a new line. We're on to the Borsig and we decided, you know, well, let's just give it a go. Let's go play the Borsig and see how we get on. So I do have the Borsig fully upgraded. In fact, I had enough free XP and XP to be able to get the waffle. So I've already had my games in the waffle ready for the next video. But today we are, of course, looking at the Borsig. So as you know, it has no armor whatsoever. I do run the big gun with this tank because I do think it's better. In fact, I've just started running it with the rammer I think it has enough pen just to give it a little bit more better DPM, because I think it does struggle. It's not a tank that I love, to be fair. I mean, 15-second reload with the rammer, yeah, it's not a tank that I love, I'm not gonna lie. Bear in mind, I absolutely love the waffle, but yeah, the Borsig isn't a tank that I really love. It's an okay tank, and again, it's team dependent on this thing. It very much is a team dependent tank, and if you get left alone, then you're really going to struggle to be able to carry in this thing. This tank, the same with the whole line really. In these kind of positions, this is where this tank can really shine. Sitting at the back of the map, absolutely farming as much damage as you possibly can. Now, it don't help, of course, when you're aiming at 2 tanks and then they both go unspotted, and then when it does come spotted again, you freaking bounce. So it is frustrating when you miss. It is frustrating when you bounce because of the low DPM, the high reload. You want every shot to count with this tank. Literally, you want everything to count. You don't want to be missing and you don't want to be bouncing. So this game so far, I mean, I've only got 1,000 damage at the moment. Hello, Indian Panzer. That was 492. Very, very low roll. Like very low roll, and at this point I'm like, okay, it's a 4 versus 5. I'm still full hit points, even though my hit points can dramatically decrease very, very quickly because of people will switch to HE when they fire at you. So you have to run the spool liner on this thing. Honestly, you need to run the spool liner because people will switch to HE and they're going to do a lot of damage. So you must run a spool liner, not just on this tank, but pretty much the whole line. You know, the waffle, the grill, you have to run a spool liner. Now, this WHK, this Hawk 30, I was a little bit annoyed at really because I was expecting him just to rush this Skoda, which I really wanted him to. If he was just to go, then I would go with him, but I don't want to go first because one shot, then I'm a one shot. At least he's a light tank. He can try to get behind him, which eventually he does. But I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot and I've got no choice now but to go forward. But as I do, you can see I'm now a one shot. Now, that was a stupid shot on my behalf. Like, I don't even know how that bounced. No idea why that Skoda is now going for the Hawk 30. I'm a one shot. Just kill me. Just kill me, what are you doing? But that now allows me to get a beautiful HE shot behind with just over 900 damage. So that now makes him a one-shot to me. With the Hawk killing him as well, or shooting him as well, that now makes him a one-shot. But by the time I reload, it is going to be very, very close. But I've got to go for it. I've got to go for the shot. Managed to get that shot. Now, with this tank, and not just the tank, but with the game, sometimes one shot can make the difference. And I believe that one shot there, killing that guy, has definitely made the difference. Now, I'm a bit worried here because it is a 2 versus 2. We are both one-shots. However, I have not seen that T26E5. Now, you do not want to be losing this game through supremacy points to an AFK. Now, I'm believing he is AFK at the moment, so I really want to kill this ISU, or the SU, sorry, and I'm hoping then the T29 doesn't go for damage and actually goes for the cap, because we really need to cap. I was going to go towards C, see him heading down there, so then I'm going towards B. Now, luckily for me, he does exactly what he needs to do, and that is to go for the base. Now, I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit more because, as you know, he is going to be AFK. Now, this is the frustrating thing. Even though I do manage to get behind, switch to the HE, get a beautiful shot into the back of him, unfortunately, because we have all 3 bases at this point, I wasn't able to reload anymore, which is frustrating. Literally 1 second away, just 1 second for an extra 800 damage, and that would have put me on almost, what, around 5k, well, it would have put me on over 5k damage. So very, very frustrating. Not enough for a mastery badge, but I thought, you know what, with this event, I'm happy with a first class. But, you know, I was still grinding at this point, so I'm still playing the Borsig, and I wanted to go one better. So I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit because not too much happens early on in this game. This is where it all happens. So nothing was happening. And that's the thing with this tank. It is a quick tank, and not just this tank, again, the whole line. How I like to play these is to sit at the back of the map, just to sit at the back and farm. And if you've got no targets, you can then use the speed, the mobility of the tank to get around the map as quickly as you possibly can. Now, I knew that there were quite a few tanks this side of the map, so I wanted to go to the middle here and just to support these 2 guys from the left. So the T32, no idea what he's doing. However, the Emil is actually hid behind that container there. So I'm happy here at the moment. I'm not too bad. There's plenty of choices to go for. And as you can see, every time I reload, I'm going to go forward. Can I get a HE shot into him? Yes, I can. 875 damage. Now, the Tiger does miss me there, which is pretty lucky. Again, you want to save your hit points. Even though you're full hit points, you don't want to sort of rush in thinking, you know what, I've got hit points. You're not a super heavy that can get bounces. You know, yes, you're on 11, you've got 1100 hit points, but they can soon vanish. They can soon disappear very, very quickly. I mean, two or three shots could kill you in this tank. So do be careful whilst you're driving it. Don't get too carried away. So now there is still a few tanks around. I do mess up. I should have took the shot there on the Panther. Still trying to get the shot. Unfortunately, don't manage. And here I just mess up completely. Should have just took my time to aim. And again, that is one thing you should do in this tank. Like, don't watch what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, because of the DPM, the reload, the alpha on this thing, you want every shot to count with this thing. Literally every shot, any shot can make a difference. So make a difference, and just focus, aim. Even if it takes you an extra second to aim, make sure you do aim, because that shot doing 400, 500, 600 damage can be the difference between winning and losing. So 3,700 damage. No idea how that Tiger missed, but I'll take it because that is an extra 500 damage. And you know, even if I die at this point, I've done 4.2k damage. I've done enough. And again, no idea how I bounced that shot, but again, I will take it. It's a 3 versus 1, and at this point it is game over. So I don't know how I stayed alive. I don't know for so long. I don't know how I managed to block 500 damage, but I did, and overall it did finally earn me the mastery badge. So more points towards my free tank, and I will take that. I mean, only 1200 XP, so it doesn't take a lot to get the mastery badge. Did this guy get a mastery badge? No, he only got a first class. So that is the Borsig. Again, I'm glad that I've now got the waffle because I'm not a lover of this tank. However, with the waffle, I absolutely adore this tank. So we are moving up. The next video on my free-to-play account will be of this beast right here. So hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.